Okay, so Dwaro Dims has issued me a challenge of varying proportions. So I have been asked to read or to say 4 different things, and the first one is to read or recite a poem. So I'm just going to do a little bit of "Oh Captain, My Captain" by Walt Whitman because it's my favorite. Oh Captain, my Captain, our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every rack, the prize we sought is won. The port is near, the bells I hear, the people all exulting, while follow eyes the steady keel, the vessel grim and daring. Oh heart, 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 oh the bleeding drops of red, where on the deck my captain lies, fallen cold and dead. Oh Captain, my Captain, rise up and hear the bells. Rise up, for you the flag is flung, for you the bugle trills, for you bouquets and ribboned wreaths, for you the shores a-crowding. For you they call, the swaying mass, their eager faces turning. Here, Captain, dear father, this arm beneath your head. It is some dream that on the deck you've fallen cold and dead. My Captain does not answer, his lips are pale still. My father does not feel my arm, he has no pulse nor will. The ship is anchored safe and sound, its voyage closed and done. From fearful trip the victor ship comes in with object won. Exult, O shores, and ring, O bells, but I with mournful tread walk the deck my captain lies, fallen cold and dead. The next challenge is to read the first page of one of my favorite books. So that would be the first page of The Great Scott by Duncan A. Bruce, who is actually an incredibly biased Scottish history writer. But he writes some really good fiction, so there's that. So anyway, The Great Scott, first page of The Great Scott. My name is David Crawford, and I'm going to tell you one of the most exciting and inspiring stories you will ever read. It is the story of the war that liberated Scotland from English control and restored Scottish independence, and of the one man who was indispensable to making that happen, Robert Bruce. It is also my own story, since my life was closely linked to his. So much was achieved by the Bruce against such impossible odds that the story may seem improbable. Some might say that it would not be believable even as fiction, like the fables Chaucer is now writing in England. But what I have to tell here is not fiction. My story may seem like a blown-up myth, but it is nevertheless the truth, and I was witness to most of its scenes. My work is different from Chaucer's also, since the languages we use, though related, are quite different. His speech is based on the Saxon dialects of the south of England, whereas mine is based on the Old Anglian speech of northern England and southern Scotland. I think it would be clearer to call our speech English, and the Chaucer speech Saxonish, but common usage is already determining that our speech be called Scots, and his English. So yeah, Great Scott, Duncan A. Bruce, first page, a little bit extra since it was like mid-sentence. Anyway, next one was number 16, which is what turns you on. Enthusiasm. When people get really, really excited about something they're really passionate about. Feminism. Gingers, freckles, beards, good beards, not bad beards. Bad beards are bad, good beards are good. Chris Evans, we pace, particularly his legs, because he's got very like long legs. Do you know Gorman's dimples? Carl Urban's just complete nerdiness. I love nerd. Nerd is good. And just, yeah. I think enthusiasm is the most important one. And then the last question. Sorry. The last one is, what is your favorite curse word? I think that one's pretty easy to kind of rifle out, and that's just fuck. Fuck is such a good word. Although I am quite fond of dick. But fuck is it's just so, you can add it to everything, and it functions as a verb and a noun, an adjective. It's just so, it's so useful. So yeah, that's the challenge. Merry Christmas. I don't know.